Okay, so now, Dali, we're going to prepare the products so you know exactly how to prepare them, and we'll also give you some tips on how to add a little bit of creativity to the products.
Fantasy, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit of fantasy. So the first thing we're going to prepare is the oatmeal.
Okay.
And I'm going to prepare it as somebody would prepare it in the active phase. So you need to prepare it with water, very important. After that, once you're on the maintenance phase, well then you can prepare it with milk.
Okay.
Okay, but for the active phase, for the weight loss phase, you need to prepare it with water.
Excellent.
So we'll cut the packet.
If I want to prepare it with almond milk or
Sure.
soya milk, in which phase it will be then?
You can prepare it also in the active phase.
Okay.
Okay, but it's just, you can just look at the quantities of milk that you can use, because don't forget, in your active phase, in the milk group, you can also use your milk, if you want to use it like that, to prepare your oatmeal.
Okay.
So
I
you can
understand.
use the milk during your active phase. The only thing is, you can't
Respect.
add more milk.
Exactly.
You have to
the
respect
portion
the
that
quantities.
you're allowed to take.
So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare it with water.
Excellent.
Okay? So I open my packet.
It smells good.
Smells good, eh?
Yeah.
It's all part of the experience. And now I'm going to take some water, some hot water. What's really important, and it's about 140 ml. You can add more or less water. It all depends to taste. We recommend 140.
Okay.
About 4 to 6 ounces of water.
Okay.
What's very important is while you're preparing any product that needs hot water, never put boiling water, because what that's going to do is it's going to make the protein precipitate and you're going to have lumps. Okay, so very important to have hot water, but to have it just to leave it a little bit rest for a couple of minutes, so you have the hot water but it's not boiling.
Excellent.
Because my water's been resting.
Yeah.
So it's just to have the hot water. So I empty the content of my water into my bowl. Very important. Water first.
Before the
Very,
milk.
very important to add the water first. Then you're going to add the oatmeal. So you empty the whole quantity of water into the bowl. And then what I recommend is that you use a fork to mix it all up.
Okay.
So you can mix it for a couple of minutes just to get everything
Oh, it
all
smells
nice.
really good.
Smells really nice, eh? So you mix it up. So really, it's really easy because it only takes like a couple of minutes, a couple of even seconds to prepare your oatmeal.
Wow.
So once you've done that,
Yeah.
what you can also add, because that's also in the fruit group, if you want to use it for your oatmeals, you can add raspberries.
Yeah.
So to your oatmeal in the morning, you can just add like a couple of raspberries. And then you just added creativity to your oatmeal for the morning.
And absolutely delicious for sure.
And then
Yeah.
you can take your spoon and then
Wow.
you're all ready to go.
Perfect. Excellent.
Then, what we can do is prepare the pudding, chocolate pudding. Same thing. We are going to be using a pouch. Then we will add the water first, and in here I have cold water.
Cold water.
Yeah,
Okay.
cold water. And it's the same thing. If you want to use your milk that you're allowed in your milk group, you can also do that.
Okay.
But if you're going to drink it or add it to your cereal, then you have to add it, you have to prepare it with water.
Okay.
Once again, very important, water, pouch, fork,
Excellent.
and then you stir it all up. And even this smells really
Oh,
good. You can
yeah.
smell the,
I have to admit that's one of my favorites.
your favorite?
Yeah. I really, really like it.
So what you do is you really mix the whole, until you have all the powder that is all mixed up with the water. Now another tip that I'd like to tell you, if you want to add some fiber to your portions, and I'm not going to recommend any specific fiber supplement, but any fiber supplement that you can get in any drugstore or grocery store, I would recommend to add fiber to your diet, because fiber is very important to the diet. Here I'm going to use the Benny Fiber brand, okay? And what's interesting about this is you can use 1 tablespoon of fiber,
Yeah.
and this doesn't add any calories, but it's going to get fiber into your pudding,
Okay.
and it's also going to give it a really
Texture,
yes, a really
unctuous.
yes, exactly. So it's going to add to the texture of the pudding, but also, like I said, it's going to add fiber to your diet, and it
Great.
doesn't add any calories. And if you want to add fruits once again, well, you can add fruit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Excellent.
Here. Now the next thing, we'll add a little bit more creativity, is the chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
So this I will need, once again, hot water, but not boiling water.
Okay.
I will need about 6 to 8 ounces of water.
Lemon. Okay.
So what do we do, Dally? What's the first thing we got to do?
The first thing we put water on.
You put the
on
water
our-
in.
Yeah.
Good,
But
you've
it's
been-
important because we're not necessarily. It's not the first things we will do if we don't know.
Yes.
We can often put the water after in the product and.
The first thing, I think that we have just a habit of we put the pouch and then the water. But in this case, with these products, very important to put the water first.
Perfect.
Then I put my soup in, chicken noodle soup. Just going to reach for a fork.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to mix my chicken noodle soup.
Mm-hmm. Can I put it on the microwave after if I want to have it a little bit more?
You can even, right now I'm preparing it, like this is the fastest way to prepare it.
Okay.
But if you do, you can even prepare it on the stove top,
Okay.
okay? And you can prepare it, like you said, in the microwave.
Excellent.
But to make this like a meal soup, because like I said before, you have 15 grams of protein in the soup. So, once you've prepared your soup, to add creativity once again and to add variety, you can take vegetables, cut them into pieces, and take them from either the unlimited or the limited vegetables. But you gotta, if you're not gonna take your portions for anything else, then you can take your limited portions of vegetables and you can add them to your soup.
Correct. Wow.
So this is really like a soup meal.
Yeah.
It adds more flavor.
Soup.
It adds more vitamin and some minerals, and it gets you some extra vegetables. And then you can season it to taste. So you can add a little bit of pepper,
Yeah.
and you can add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
And then you have
Super.
your soup. So you see, Dally, if you use your creativity, if you use your imagination, you can do much more than just pour a pouch into water.
Correct.
You can, really use your imagination, and that's what I was saying, that with all the tools that you have and all the food that you can eat, you can just make your own recipes.
Yeah, and have real meals, with colors and flavors.
Exactly, because we do eat with our eyes. So
Yeah.
I mean, if we look at the oatmeal, it's nice, the red of the raspberries, and it's also teaching you to maybe add some fruit in the morning.
Yeah,
In
I
your
really
diet.
think that all that will help to have better
Eating habits,
Yeah,
absolutely, yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
It's interesting, and it's you have to think a little bit of the mix you're gonna make yourself, you know. So it's responsibility. It's give you some responsibility,
Exactly. It gives you responsibility. It gives you also,
liberty.
during the program, you're also teaching yourself or using your imagination to cook. And it took us a couple of minutes.
But we have to do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have to take the time.
Yeah.
So that's part of our changing our eating habits.
Yeah.
So we just have to take the time to take care of ourselves.